Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the NS9, a post-game show powered by Primanti Brothers. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we have the Jim Rosati. Jim, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. That was an enjoyable baseball game.
Pirates won. Pirates escaped the sweep today, defeating the Colorado Rockies 9-5. It sure wasn't easy. They had to make sure they kept it interesting. I'll say that. We were a little bit nervous, I would say, because of the past two games, if they were going to win this one, but they do pull it out.
Yeah, I was going to say, at one point they were up 8-1, I think was the score they got up to. And you didn't feel too great about it, especially when Colorado immediately cut that down to 8-5. So yeah, this was like I said, it was a Coors Field game. It was a Coors Field weekend, all weekend long. Which, if you're into offense and into scoring and into a bunch of hits, this was the series for you. And yeah, another crazy game. This whole weekend was kind of drunk. I feel like all three of these games were just crazy. And the Pirates finally won one. So yeah, get your hashtag Raisits in. We're going to be giving away some Primanti sandwiches when we're done here. But they salvage the final game of the series against baseball's worst team. And DiNardo, the Rockies now, 81st loss. That means they can't have a winning season.
We did it. Mission accomplished.
They officially cannot have a winning season.
There it is. Yeah, like you said, this was a hell of a series for all the right and wrong reasons. I mean, the bats broke out. It set up on Friday night. I mean, just how crazy that was. And yesterday, Paul Skeens pitching amazing until he didn't. I felt today was kind of like very similar. Mitch Keller also looked very good today until his last inning where it just fell apart. Back to back to back home runs off Mitch Keller today, off a slider, two sweepers, which, by the way, also the sweeper, very effective today. We talked yesterday how Paul Skeens was very fastball heavy, which you can understand in, Colorado, as, we saw Dennis Santana went away with his because it hit by pitch, right? Sometimes the breaking balls are a lot harder to control. Also, they don't have much movement in Colorado. So, yesterday he was very fastball heavy. We talked about with Paul Skeens. Today, Mitch Keller comes out there and he was throwing everything. Again, the sweeper, very effective until that last inning where they just teed off him. And Mitch Keller goes 5 innings today. 5 innings. He was into the 6th. 5 innings, though. Does get 5 earned runs after it all said and done. 7 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks, and Ryan's lock of the day does not hit.
Yeah, I think Ryan had, over 17.5 outs today for Mitch, so he was banking on a 6-inning performance, and it looked like he was cruising to get there. I mean, he was super efficient. Like you mentioned before, I thought he looked really good until he didn't. And that was the 6th inning. He was, like I said, super efficient through 5, had given up just the 1 run. The sweeper was looking really, really good. He was throwing it a ton, generated a lot of swings and misses. I mean, even the final stats on the sweeper, 19 swings, 9 whiffs. That's a 47% whiff rate on that pitch. It's just towards that 6th inning, I think the Rockies started sitting on it a little bit. Like they were like, all right, this guy's throwing this pitch a lot. Let me sit on it. Cause a lot of them weren't even like that terrible of pitches. Like the one to Moniak was in off the plate. It was a 2-0 count. The 1-2, I think it was Goodman, was like up and out of the zone. And you kind of see Mitch do that on purpose. Like some people would say it's a hanging sweeper, but it's like he actually will throw that pitch at the top of the zone because typically when you see a breaking ball high like that, a hitter is just going to give up and let it go. And so he'll get those called strikes on those breaking pitches up in the zone. But Goodman was all over. Like he was sitting on it. And I mean, that pitch, I think that was Goodman's ball. right? The one that was hit like 470 feet. Yeah, it was Goodman. Yeah, 451 feet. I mean, it was just a nuke.
Right.
And then
It was.
and then Beck came back with kind of a Coors Field cheapie down the line, but yeah, I mean, that was a rough sixth inning for him. Walk, homer, homer, homer.
It really was. And again, like I can't state enough, the dude was absolutely cruising. He looked really good up until that point. 4 hits, in the 5 innings, no walks, just absolutely a beast. Showing like this is Mitch Keller. He's a dude. Like how Paul Skeens was showing yesterday. He's a dude. Also very efficient. I mean, he threw 88 pitches at the end of the day, but he was looking pretty efficient. And again, going back to the FanDuel Ryan's lock of the day, the 17 and a half outs, like you expected Mitch Keller was going to be a dog today and go deep because for one, that's kind of what Mitch Keller does. For two, the bullpen's kind of taxed, so Ryan was like, oh, easy money here. And again, like it looked like it was going to be. I mean, Mitch Keller could have pitched longer. It just, he was becoming ineffective completely.
It would have gotten worse if he had pitched longer.
Right. Yeah. So like you had to pull him out. And like I said, like with yesterday with Paul Skeens, I mean, very effective. That last inning, they just really got to him. The 3 homers. Now it's a close game again, Jim. Again, now that I'm talking about felt pretty comfortable, but you saw it happen Friday. You saw it happen yesterday. Now it's starting to feel that all over again. And it's like, oh boy, what's going to happen? Because again, like the bullpen is kind of taxed. Carmen Mlodzinski comes in, a little bit of a saving grace. Carmen looked good. Bullpen, Carmen, let me stress, looked good.
Yeah, Carmen Mlodzinski after today, 2.20 ERA now out of the bullpen. It was 5.67 as a starter. Now sitting at 2.20 as a reliever. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was great. And that was very much needed because this game, especially after the previous 2 days, you were like, okay, this is getting out of control. They're going to blow another one. We've seen this happen back-to-back games. They're coming off back-to-back home runs. And it's like, we need somebody to come in here and stop the bleeding. And that was a much, much needed 6 outs from Carmen Mlodzinski. Like I said, he comes in, 4 runs have already been given up in that 6th inning, and he gets you through the 7th. And I mean, he walked the batter, gave up 2 hits. So like he was still allowing runners, but 4 strikeouts in those 2 innings. He was good. It was for his first hold of the year too. Kind of crazy.
Oh, that's interesting.
His first hold. That makes it like I guess he just hadn't been pitching in save situations. Interesting.
I guess. Yeah. Again, like that is kind of interesting. But I mean, this is a pretty solid bullpen. Also a team that doesn't have the lead often. So kind of makes sense. Yeah. But anywho, So again, Carmen Mlodzinski comes in. He was throwing everything today. And again, he looked pretty solid as well. Big help because the Pirates, as they pretty much have all this series, offense was there. I mean, obviously Friday night, the offense was there. But like even yesterday, the offense, they had enough. Today, they had the lead. They actually had some insurance runs happen as well. So not only did Mlodzinski come in and shut down as needed, the Pirates added on some insurance runs also, Jim. Very unheard of. They made it 8-5 to now 9-5.
Yeah, 1 insurance run.
It
wasn't plural, but it was enough. It was
true.
But they've been able to do that, and they had done that the previous 2 games too. Like they got the lead, and they were expanding the lead. And I said today they didn't blow it. Like that was the difference. The previous 2 games, you saw the starting pitchers blow up. You saw the bullpen blow up. Today, the bullpen gave you 4 scoreless innings, and that was just extremely refreshing.
For sure. We talked about Mlodzinski holding it down. Then I went over to the pick guy, right? Isaac Matson comes in, and he's been very impressive. Now, he wanted to make things interesting as well. It was a little bit shaky. Maybe it's just like it's too easy. He doesn't like being there, less stressful. He loves stress, maybe. That's kind of his MO, right? He's a nutcase, so that makes sense. He wants stress. Guy's got to be on base. So he comes in there. He does allow a walk. hit a batter. Wait,
The one,
he hit a batter.
the
Oh,
error.
my
Like he
bad.
tried fielding a ball with his bare
That's
hand when
yeah.
he's got a glove. He does have a glove on. He could have used it. Instead, he tried barehanding it, drops it. So that's how the first runner got on, and then the walk. But yeah, he was able to get out of it. I mean, again, just kind of doing what he does best, which is just spamming the fastball. He didn't throw a single breaking ball today. Not one. He threw 3 changeups and 20 fastballs.
Yeah, which like again makes sense. We're talking about Coors. We're talking about a lot of people like kind of going away from some of the breaking pitches. He doesn't throw many to begin with, but absolutely, like you mentioned, just spams the fastball. Was a little bit all over the place, but gets the job done. Gets the job done. That's all you could really ask for. You're talking about, how guys are looking good in the bullpen and such. I mean, Matson now down to a 2.05 ERA on the year. He's going to get opportunities still, and he's. I'm interested. Like, he's keeping me interested.
Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to last because, again, he's 30 years old, and it's like the first time he's shown you any of this. But so far, so good. So just enjoy it while it's happening. He's been one of the bright stories this year, so it's been nice to see him have success.
Right, and then Dennis Santana does cap it off. He comes in there. He makes things interesting as well. He throws his slider, hits a guy, says, "All right, well, done with that as well," and then gets the rest of the job done. So he doesn't get the save, but closes out the game here. Gets the job done, something he wasn't able to do on Friday. So I guess it's nice to see a bit of a bounce back in Colorado as well from Dennis Santana.
Yeah, he needed that. I mean, because he's been just absolutely lights out his entire tenure here in Pittsburgh, and that game on Friday was just very not like him. So to come back out the next time and put up a 0, yeah, we take that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey,
Jack a little bit, iffy there in right field for out number 1, but he got the job done.
Hey, sometimes you just be like on the sandlot, right? Just close your eyes and stick your glove up in the air.
It works.
Let the batter do the rest. It happened. It worked out for him. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, again, like outside of those three home runs by Mitch Keller, pitching started off well, pitching ended well. And again, Pirates are able to shut it down. Let's get the offensive side though. Like the offense did come alive. It starts, we had 6 RBI from the leadoff guy. You had a tweet out today from Open Stats. I want you to enlighten us on what happened today as well for your Pirates in history.
I guess Piguero had 5 RBIs yesterday.
Yeah.
Horwitz with 6 today. I don't know. I don't have the tweet in front of me. But all right.
So
Piguero, 5 RBIs yesterday. Horwitz 6 RBIs today. Since RBIs became official in 1920, they're the first Major League Baseball team to get 5 or more RBIs from leadoff hitters in back-to-back games. So there you go. How about that? Which is kind of wild. You'd think like Ricky Henderson would have done it at some point.
That's true. But no.
First team to ever do that.
Piguero and Horwitz.
No.
But again, a Horwitz, spectacular day.
Huge game from Horwitz. He's had a really nice road trip, actually. You look at his numbers now, and he started off terribly. Just a horrendous start. And I think we were giving him a little bit of time to adjust because he didn't really have a spring training. He had the rehab assignment, but like that kind of was his spring training. So it was like, okay, can you give him a little bit of time to ramp up here? And it seemed like it had been enough time, and it was like, man, we're still not seeing anything out of this guy. But yeah, absolutely monster day for Spencer Horwitz today. He drives in 6 runs. He goes 3 for 5, 10 total bases on the day, 2 homers, a double, and gets everything off on the right foot with the leadoff double in the first. And then again, Nick Gonzalez drives him in. Tommy Pham homers. Like it was just a really good offensive day for Horwitz, Gonzalez, and Pham in particular. Those three. Those were the 3 contributors. Brian Reynolds didn't do anything. O'Neal Cruz didn't do anything. Piguero, who had the huge series coming into today, he didn't do anything. Henry Davis didn't do anything. But yeah, those 3 guys gave you enough to put up 9 runs and win this ball game.
Now, Henry Davis did convince the umpire to review and get a strike 3 call on what they called a ball. So he did something today.
Well, that was Don Kelly. That wasn't really Henry Davis. Henry Davis did have some good frames, though. It seemed like, I mean, that home plate umpire didn't really have a great game in general. He was kind of all over the place, but there were a few. I mean, I think Jordan Beck got ejected on, a low strike that was called. That, hey, we're gonna give that credit to Henry Davis.
Yeah. Yeah, but go back to Horwitz. I mean, I do want to say it's been an interesting season. Like you mentioned, he started off very slow, which we were okay with. You expected him to, right? And then he started turning it up. And it was like, hey, is he turning the corner? And it was like, as soon as I said that on Twitter, he went to this huge slump, which I, of course, then put there. Just as we thought Horwitz might be turning the corner, he's now 5 hits in his last 47 plate appearances. That was on July 20th that I tweeted that. Since then, he's turned it back around. Now he has 18 hits in his last 45 at-bats with 4 doubles and 3 homers. So it's like he started off really, really bad, became pretty good. I mean, he's like having a little bit above average. I think I want to say like about a 110 weighted runs created plus in that time frame. And then went to really, really bad again to start off July. And now he's turned it back up. So we have like a season of 4 parts so far from Spencer Horwitz. Let's see what the sums add up to at the end of the day. But I mean, as of right now, he is like an above average hitter. You want to see a little bit more of that. You maybe want to see less streaks by getting it. But as it stands today, he is an above average hitter.
Fairly. It's 102 weighted runs created plus right now.
Sure.
You still need more out of your, if he's going to be a platoon hitter and he's the strong side platoon first baseman, like you need more out of that. You need the 126 that he gave last year to the Blue Jays. Like that would be nice. This team could desperately use somebody with that type of production, but it's the start. There's a really good road trip for Horwitz. He's turned it on the last 2 weeks or so. Yeah, he just needs to keep going because we talked about before, like, what is this team playing for? Like, there's so many unknowns still going into next year, which is shaping up to be year 7 of Ben Cherington if he's retained. Hopefully that's not the case. It's year 1 of somebody else, but there's still so many question marks going into next year. And there are players on this roster right now who can at least put our minds at ease as far as like certain positions or certain roster spots. And Horwitz is one of those guys. Like if he can have a really good last 2 months here, then that means, overall put together a pretty good year. And then you feel good about him going into 2026. Because right now, first base is still, it's iffy. Like right now, if you told me to pencil in a first baseman for next year, like it's Horwitz's job, but that's definitely like, you can still improve upon that.
Right.
And it's definitely still not someone I'm super confident in. So, give me 250 more plate appearances and let's see what happens.
No, 100%. 100%. I'm with you on that. And like you said, like that's what the rest of the season is going to be about, answering for 2026. And, there's question marks with him coming in because it hasn't had a whole lot of plate appearances in major leagues. And as far as his advanced age goes, and he starts off the year being injured. So like you're going to allow him to get some time to get ramped up. But then when you saw him having that really, really poor performance in the middle here, right, to start off July, it's like, oh, what's going on? So, yeah, I mean, allowing him to finish off the year, see what he is, will be huge going into 2026 in the offseason to see maybe what you have at first base. And then, yes, again, Tommy Pham. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, too, I didn't realize this. That was his first home run of his career against a left-handed pitcher today, Spencer Horwitz. So
there you go.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, his previous 17 up to that point had all been against righties.
There it is.
Thank you, Tony, for the tidbit there.
Yep. But then, yeah, going back to Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham, the hottest hitter on this team, hands down, one of the hottest hitters in baseball. The guy doesn't get traded. He's still with the Pirates. He hits a home run today. 501 RBIs on the year, or on it in his career. So he's reached the 500 RBI club, Jim, as he let everyone in the stadium today know.
I'm a big fan of this Tommy Pham turnaround, but there's no such thing as the 500 RBI club. That's not a thing that exists.
You just don't know because you're not invited, because you're not part of it.
It's not a thing that exists. He became the
getting his jacket tonight.
221st player to join that club. It's a very, I mean, I guess as far as things go, 1,221 people doing it ever is an accomplishment. But club, I don't know. Most country clubs like cap off their membership at just like a few hundred. So yeah, I don't know if we can attach club to the end of this one.
Sounds like
for
you're
Tommy
just a
Pham.
hater.
Good for Tommy Pham, though.
But honestly, like, good for Tommy Pham. Not so much for joining the 500 club, but just for having this tremendous season. And I'm not here to ask you this to really debate it and talk about
Tremendous
it.
turnaround.
But, well, the turnaround, yes. But like with this turnaround, there are people that are actually asking this, and we've even maybe more in jest have said it in the group chat, but like, do you bring him back next year? Again, that's not for us to debate right now, but people are asking.
I mean, no, you don't. No, you don't bring Tommy Pham back next year.
I'll come back to this September 1st.
It's been a great turnaround. He's turned himself into a league average hitter now. But if you want to have success in 2026, you need something better than that out of your left field spot.
Yeah, but can they do it?
Right. That's the question. I'm going to say no, they can't. But
so bring
you
him
gotta
back.
try. They'll sign him last week of spring training because they couldn't get anybody else.
Right. And then like to finish off Nick Gonzalez. So actually, I'm just realizing now the error they did give him earlier did go back to a hit. So Nick Gonzalez, a 4-hit day. He goes 4 for 5 today, with a run and a double, and run an RBI, and of course that double that was initially called an error. So good day from the plate from him. He's really he got cold there for a bit. He seems to be heating up a bit again. His OPS now to 740 on the year. So, I mean, offensively, like the guys like Brian Reynolds, you want to see more of. You're not getting it. Ono Cruz has been hot, but he seems to be a little bit up and down. But Nick Gonzalez, Tommy Pham, like they seem to be doing pretty good as of recent.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good series for guys who put the ball in play. You look at the guys who didn't really do anything. Like, did Brian Reynolds do much this weekend?
Not Saturday, really. He had a 2-hit game. That's about it. Yeah.
And Brian Reynolds has been striking out an insane amount. O'Neill Cruz had the grand slam, but again, like O'Neill Cruz strikeout issues. Like Coors Field is a place where like people think of Coors Field and they immediately think the home runs, and that's certainly part of it. But they mentioned it on the broadcast all weekend too. Like the reason why offense is so bonkers at Coors Field is just because there's so much space. You put the ball in play, and like your odds are you're going to get a hit. Like I'd like to know what the BABIP is of Coors Field. I'd have to look that up. But like you put the ball in play, especially where there's some green out there in the outfield, and you've got a good chance of that ball hitting the grass. So the guys who put the ball in play, the Nick Gonzalez's, the Spencer Horwitz's, the Tommy Phams, they're going to have good series. Andrew McCutchen, another one, that had a good series whenever he, his 2 starts. So Coors Field is not very conducive to guys who strike out a lot. Then you don't get to take advantage of all the perks and benefits that the field offers you. But if you put the ball in play, you can get a 4-hit game like Nicky Knox did today.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good point. The way you're putting it. You'll have the towering home runs as O'Neill Cruz displayed, but just put the ball in play. And like Nick Gonzalez did today, you just do that and you'll have some success there. So, So again, all around, it was a solid game outside of Mitch's 4 batters there to end it. But yeah, they do take only 1 out of 2. I mean, again, that's the disappointing thing here. It is the Colorado Rockies. They do take only 1 out of 2. They easily could have won. I mean, at least 2 of them for sure. They should have absolutely won the first game. You can maybe argue, yesterday's game, but they should have had 2
even yesterday's game, like they were up 4-0.
Still.
So and they were up 4-0 in the 6th inning with Paul Skeens on the mound. This was a series they should have swept. They blew a monumental lead in game 1. They blew a lead in game 2 with the best pitcher in the world on the mound, and they won today. So they did enough today. I mean, overall, the offense scored 30 runs this weekend, and they won 1 game.
Who needs a bat?
1 game. So, yeah, it was a I mean, the Rockies are bad. I don't know if I saw a pitcher that the Rockies threw out there that had an ERA like under 8, like all weekend. Like this team's terrible. This Rockies, like I thought the Pirates were bad, and like watching the Rockies, I understand why they're 30 and 81. Like the Pirates are 18 games ahead of the Rockies, and they still only won one game this weekend because the bullpen, the starting pitching, it was rough. This pitching staff was not very prepared to deal with this Rockies team and or Coors Field. And I know Coors Field plays a lot into it, but some of those balls Rockies hit were home runs no matter where you were at. You could have been 5,000 feet below sea level. Those balls were home runs.
Right. No, I mean, you're correct. And it is an excuse. Coors Field, the altitude, the way it affects pitching, right? And you saw it firsthand, but their pitchers have to deal with it also. And again, you talk about the ERAs.
Same environment.
Yeah. Today's pitchers, the starter, 7.68 ERA leaves the game with. Rollison, 7.47 ERA, 6.64 ERA, 22.50 ERA. So yeah, that's who the Pirates had to deal with today. Those are the Colorado Rockies. So you would expect to have some runs, but also you do expect the pitching to be a bit better, and it wasn't, unfortunately. But again, it's tough for teams to hold 16-run leads. Yeah. Sometimes you just give them up.
Both teams scored 30 runs this weekend. It was 30 to 30.
There it is. So anyhow, though, Pirates do come out victorious today. There is that. So that also means, Jim, what do we do when they win?
Means we have to give out some sandwiches. So yeah, make sure you're getting your hashtag Raise-Its in there, like James right here. We're going to give away 2 Primanti Brothers sandwiches. We should have been giving away sandwiches all weekend, but again, blown losses. So I'm excited to give away some sandwiches today.
I'm excited also. Yeah. For sure. So we'll give them a few minutes here. Well, actually not a few minutes. We'll give them a few more seconds here. So if you haven't, go ahead and get your hashtag Raise-Its in there. We only have 73 entries, Jim. So I'm a bit disappointed. Only 73. Went all weekend, no sandwiches. People don't care. They don't want them.
It's a Sunday. Weather. I think the weather's amazing where I'm at. So maybe it's amazing where they're at. They're just out doing stuff. I get it.
No excuses. No excuse. Free sandwiches. Stop what you're doing.
Miles says he's only here for the sandwiches.
Honestly, yeah, of course. I'm sure as hell wouldn't be here for any other reason. Anywho.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give them out. While we're pulling that up, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the page. And Nathan and Cody put up a video, one of Nathan's weekly videos here. Check that out when you're done here. But it's basically an ode to David Bednar. I don't know what happened to DiNardo. He just froze and disappeared. So let's see if he comes back, because he had the giveaway screen up. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he hit the wrong button or what. Oh, goodness gracious. Dinar, are you back? All right. So do you still have the screen? Do you have the giveaway screen?
No, I had to make an update on my browser.
All right.
This goes deeper than everyone knows right here. I hate some things right now. Anyways, let's give away some sandwiches.
Yep. Also, shout out Steel City, 11th month as a member. You good?
I don't know if I am.
You don't know if you are?
For all the things that I'm talking about, this isn't sharing the way it should be. You know which browser I'm on because of the issues we have. This doesn't share the correct way. You might have to do it.
To share the whole screen.
I can't, Jim.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
if I'm doing it, then everybody's got to do hashtag raise it again.
Hold on. See if you can give me a second here.
Everybody put in your hashtag raise it. I don't know what Donaro's doing. Also, tomorrow, I don't know if a probable starter has been announced yet, but I wouldn't mind seeing Johan Oviedo. That's my hope. There. Oh, you got
That's what I'm talking about. This
infinity mirrors going on here.
Can you guys see this?
No, we just see an infinity screen. It's just an infinite amount of screens.
Can I just verbally say it? I'm just going to do it and announce who won.
Let's do that.
All right. So we have 77 entries, guys.
77 entries. Here's what we'll do. Take a screenshot whenever you get them and post those to Twitter just for proof.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll do that. All right. So I'm going to do the very first one. If you know me, my talent and background, I'm ready to punch a window. So our first drawing is, for the people that can't see, Matthew, you won. Also, Matthew, who has a profile picture of, looks like 2 pirates. No, 2 penguins. This is why I don't know who they are.
It's just
Matthew. It's just
All right.
Matthew. And they have 2 penguins in your profile picture.
Well, congratulations, Matthew.
Congrats, Matthew.
Screenshot that and post it. Yeah.
I just did. So our second winner today. We need a new streaming service. I'm pissed off. Starship Velvet. Starship Velvet, you're also a winner. If there's a double name on that, I'm not saying the profile picture. So Starship Velvet, you're our second winner. So both of you, if you don't already, make sure you download the Primanti Brothers app. If you have it or don't have it, when you sign up, go ahead and DM us, send us your email address associated with the app, and we'll get those sandwiches out to you ASAP. So congratulations, you each win 2 sandwiches.
Congrats, guys.
Screenshot number 2 taken.
Also, Tony's saying here in the comments that Oviedo is listed as the probable starter for tomorrow. It's not listed on the MLB app. So we'll see. But I think that makes the most sense. I mean,
there's been some dialogue about it.
They need a starter. It can't be Ashcraft. He just pitched. It can't be Mlodzinski. He just pitched. It should be. I mean, Oviedo's the guy. That's who I would go with.
How about that? I like it. I'm intrigued.
Yep.
So there's our show. Thank you, everyone, for sticking by for your sandwiches. Clearly not for us. So we're out of here. We'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, Jim, we got some Bucko Brew. And then the Pirates are going to play the Giants. So we'll have some more post-game shows.
There we go.
So come back. Come back, guys. Like, subscribe, join, do all the fun stuff there we like to tell you guys to do. And then we'll see you again.
B-Nexus is asking about becoming a member. There should be a button at the bottom of your screen that says see perks or something to that effect. So
yeah. Should just be like
if you go to the page, to the YouTube page home screen, it's the first thing that pops up. So.
Yep. If you don't see it there, also under the show description, I think there's a link that says join here.
Yep. Show description's got it too. There you go.
There you go. So we love you all. Thank you guys. We'll be back. Bye-bye.
Oh, also we missed this real quick. Rob, shout out to Rob. 5 new memberships. Thank you, Rob.
Love you, Rob. All right, we going now?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it. Bye-bye.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube. If you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucs.